Recently, controversies over descendants of pro-Japanese group or pro-Japanese advocacy have become highly sensitive issues in the Korean entertainment industry and society at large. From a foreigner's perspective, they might wonder, it's something from the past, so why are you still so angry about it? However, this issue is not merely a matter of a past event, but a story about the ongoing absence of justice up to the present. The story begins in 1910. Japan forcibly occupied Korea, and for 35 years, Koreans were stripped of everything, even their own names. Japan didn't just take resources, they took lives. They forced young women into sexual slavery and drafted men into forced labor camps or onto the front lines of war. Perhaps most horrifying was Unit 731, where live human beings were used for brutal biological experiments. For Koreans, these are not just history book entries, they are deep, generational scars. During this dark era, people took two very different paths. On one side were the independence fighters, who sold all their belongings and fought in the freezing wilderness of Manchuria, often starving to reclaim their country. On the other side were the Chinilpa, who betrayed their neighbors and worked for the Japanese Empire to amass immense wealth and power. When liberation finally came in 1945, everyone expected justice to be served. However, the real tragedy began after liberation. Due to the chaotic political situation following the war, many collaborators were never punished. Instead, they used the wealth and connections they gained under Japanese rule to remain in the elite class of modern Korea. Meanwhile, because independence fighters had sacrificed their entire family fortunes for the cause, their children and grandchildren grew up in extreme poverty, often unable to afford a basic education. Even today, statistics show a heartbreaking reality. Many descendants of independence fighters live in poverty, while some descendants of collaborators continue to enjoy the high social status and wealth built on the blood money their ancestors earned by betraying the nation. When a celebrity or public figure is involved in a pro-Japanese controversy, it's not just about judging them for their ancestors' actions. It is a reaction to the collapse of social justice. To Koreans, it feels like the world is saying, it's okay to do evil if it makes you rich. When a star enjoys wealth derived from national betrayal, but remains ignorant of, or even defends that history, it reopens the wounds of those who sacrificed everything. In short, Koreans' anger isn't necessarily about blind hatred toward modern Japanese people. It is a demand for a moral reset. They want to see a world where those who sacrificed for the country are honored, and those who profited from its pain are held accountable. It is a quest for the justice that was never fully delivered after the war.